Hello. I'm just checking. It's so yellow. Is it yellow? Oh my God. I don't like that. Anyways, hi, it's Diana. I got my fuzzy, actually, it's my kind of pajama top on over top of a turtleneck. It's cold. I was in Vancouver all weekend, so I haven't been online that much, but I'm happy to be back. Feels good. And what I have for you tonight, it's a little bit here, but anyways, it's about not getting results. So when you are not getting results, no matter what you're trying, actually, no matter what you're trying, these four things are probably not what you're not doing. So I want you to really listen to this. Who do we have joining us? Brenda, hello. I want you to really listen to this if you're not getting results, and it could be in anything. And it's from a coach that I follow who I just love. She said three of them, and she, of course, was talking about her business. So I mean, it makes sense. You'll hear what I'm saying. I'm going to put these four things that how it has to do with like healthy living and healthy eating, right? So I'm going to mention the four things, and they may sound like, well, of course, but I tell you, this is exactly the key, right? So the four things, first of all, are you committed to it? And that may be like, well, of course I'm committed to what I'm saying I'm going to do it. Like when you start eating healthy, or when you start on a diet, or when you start on an exercise plan, you're supposed to be committed to it, right? But often we're not really committed to it. We just want to do it. We know we should do it. We say we're going to do it. But we leave ourselves a lot of the, yeah, well, if it happens, it happens. I forgot to share this over to my Women Creating Healthy Lives page. So just a minute. Oh my goodness. Forget to do this. Getting results. And then I'll fill it out. So the number one thing is committing. You're probably not really committed, right? Number two, this is big. You need to make space to do it. You need to make space. The thing is that it's just think of a closet, like you have a closet in your house, right? So if you are buying clothes, new clothes, and you're trying to fit them in the closet, but you're never getting rid of the stuff that's already in your closet, there's not going to be any room. And people often do this with their homes, with their garages, with any type of storage closet, storage drawers. We put a whole bunch of stuff in there. We keep adding things in there, but we forget to take things out. Or we're too afraid to take things out. Now, so when you're starting something different, whether it's anything or something new, and you're trying to get results, you're trying to move in a different direction in life, you're trying to learn something, you really want it to work, but your life, because most of us are already busy. We're already busy. We always got a lot of things going on in our life, right? So if you don't take anything out and you try to add a whole bunch of stuff, it's just not going to work because it's going to be too overwhelming. It's going to be too much for you. And eventually you're going to say, I can't do it. It's too much. Have you heard something like that? Do you say something like that? So what you have to remember to do is make space for that. That means that you want to now start taking away some things that don't serve you anymore. Life changes. It's always going to change. There's always things that are coming and going in our life. That's the flow of life. That's the natural flow. We need to start letting go of things. And of course, that needs to be things that don't serve you anymore. So for you to have healthy habits, whether it's now I need to go grocery shopping to make sure I have the healthy food, I need to make sure my fridge and stuff is organized and have good things in them. You got to get rid of all the crap then. So there's room for the good stuff. You need to get rid of some things you spend too much time on that are useless and don't make any difference to add healthy habits to, like maybe a little bit of downtime in the morning to read or reflect or to breathe or meditate. That means you might have to wake up a little earlier. That means that you may have to do something at night instead of doing it in the morning, right? So that you have that time to start your day the right way. So things like that, hugely important. You need to make space to do the things that you need to do once you've committed to what you're going to do. So first you commit, then you make space for it. And number three, there's four things I'm talking about. Number three is follow through. Now that means, of course, that's what you got to do is you got to do the action. You need to do what you need to do, right? But thing is that if you haven't done the other two, so if you haven't quite committed or if you haven't quite made space in your life, then it's really hard to follow through on things. Do you see how that's so important, right? Because if we haven't made space, then our life becomes too full, too confusing. It takes up too much time. We get overwhelmed and we end up just giving up. So then of course, we don't follow through, right? So these are how important these go together. And then number 4, which I think is like extremely important, it is never, ever give up. And why I say that one is because it's not about being perfect all the time. So you can commit, you can make space for it, you can be following through and doing the things, but then life happens, something happens that throws you off. So it's like riding a bike and you fall, right? You fall. It doesn't mean you never get back on a bike again. It just means I fell. Oh, something happened. It took me off track. This happened. Oh my God, get back up right away. The longer you stay down, feeling sorry for yourself, saying that you failed, worrying about how, oh my God, I was doing good. Now I'm not doing good. Why do I keep on doing this? Why did I give up again? Why did I let that take over? Why did I listen to that person? You know, all those whys and feeling bad and feeling upset about ourselves. No time for that. So what you need to do is right away, the faster you get yourself up and back to doing what you need to do, what you should be doing, that is how you're going to be more successful. So number 1 is you need to commit and truly commit and say, I'm going to do this no matter what. This is something I want so bad. So your why's kind of got to be really big, right? And that's especially for health, happiness, living a healthy life, aging healthy, being able to do the things you want in life, right? So you want to commit to saying, I am going to commit to living a healthy, happy life so that I can do all these things. Then number 2, you need to make space for it in your life, right? So let go of some things that don't serve you, like clean out your closet. In other words, make space for it. Number 3, you need to follow through, do the actions, actually do what it takes. And that could be just as simple as doing 1 or 2 little steps to begin with, and then more and more bigger stuff as time goes on. But just start small if you need to. And then what you need to do after the follow through is never ever give up. That means if you fall down, if you go in a slump, if you lose track, if you get off track, you get back up right away. You don't feel sorry for yourself. You don't go over it. You don't go why. Stop your story. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Just get back up and do the next best thing. That's all you got to do. Those 4 things are crucial to get success and to get results. I hope you enjoyed that. And another, of course, wonderful way to get results is I'm having a 6-week program starting up in about 2 weeks. You can look at dianamarchand.com/6-program and find out more information about that. And also make sure you're part of my Facebook community for women over 40 at Women Creating Healthy Lives. Thank you so much for stopping in and watching this video, whether replay or live. Okay, take care. Bye.